Do you have a daughter? Please, I'm talking to fathers now. If you know you have a daughter, how much do you value your daughter? Please, as you know, in this show, I want you to think along that line. Do you have a sister? How much do you value your sister? Do you have a female cousin? How much do you value that your female cousin? This show is about something that is going on. Something that is very appalling. I make I drop this big grammar. Something where they tear my heart apart. Okay? Something where no sweet my body at all. Well, I say you're wondering, what is it? What is this man talking about? Couple of days ago, okay, let me say precisely last week, yes, because this is a new one now. So last week, I just finished shooting a commercial, and I was coming back in the night, and the guy that carried me played the radio station, and that radio station was, this pigeon FM thing. So the guy was presenting the program in Pigeon. So, and one of the things that he said, one of the news items was about somewhere in Ondo, the police busted this racket that involves gathering young women, impregnating them, making them produce babies. It's what you can call a baby factory. Huh? Do you understand what a baby factory is? Oh boy, every time I hear that word baby factory, oh boy, each time I hear him, I don't even understand how my body did. Oh my God. A baby factory is a place where young girls of probably 15, 16, 17, 18 are involuntarily giving birth to children. Involuntarily, that's against their will. They're giving birth to children. And what happens to those children? You're going to hear as we go in this show. When I heard that the police busted that ring, that cartel, and there was this woman that they said was the woman, the matron behind this whole thing, this whole obnoxious thing, this thing we carry shame. Imagine saying that my mama be that woman. What's not for doing, man? Yeah, I go see Pepe. Look, it choke. Seriously, when I listened to that news, my heart was broken because how did the police get to find out this? I think one of those young girls escaped and finally reported this matter when the police arrested that woman. But that's not the only place in this country. In this country, we have so many baby factories. These children, for your information, are being sold. Some are being sold to ritualists. Some are being sold, yes, to women that are looking for babies. Yes. You may say, oh, that's for a good cause. No, it's not for a good cause. You can't force a young girl who's supposed to go to school because how do they even get there? Okay, so who's supposed to go to school? You force her to stay there and be producing babies like an animal, like you're hatching eggs in a poultry, or like you're keeping pigs to be laying so that you can, to be bringing food, the piglets, so make you sell them, make money. How do these young girls get into this place? That's why I use the word involuntary. That means it's not out of their voluntary desires. See, these young girls are being promised. Someone comes, maybe one of these women comes along and then promises them, I'm going to take you to a big city, I'm going to help you get a job, you're going to go to school. So many mouth-watering promises. The same way they promise and take our girls to Italy, other places, Libya, for prostitution, okay? So these young girls are being promised these things. And when they come into these cities, they are now made prisoners. And so they stay. Well, nobody gets to mention these thoughts that come on them to produce these babies. Nobody gets to mention those male culprits. Okay? So these things happen, and the girls find themselves continuously producing these babies. I feel when the people discover that they no longer can have babies, probably they throw them out into the streets. I don't know what happens afterwards. But can you imagine if your daughter is being forced into this kind of thing? Your sister is being forced, your cousin, your female cousin being forced into this. You can imagine the pain that you will feel. So I want you to feel that same pain. Now, why am I bringing this thing up? I'm bringing this thing up so that let the society become much more aware. What is the punitive measure? So that woman and every other woman that have been arrested over this matter, what has been the punitive measure? Well, I have not asked any lawyer. This kind of show was supposed to even have brought a lawyer here so he can talk about this. But don't worry, gradually this our monologue show will expand to include guests. Don't worry, we will soon reach that stage. But for now, make you just tolerate me alone. So, what are the punitive measures? It's one thing to bust these rings, arrest these people, and another thing is that some of them, I think they may walk away, just grease hands. But I'm also sure that some of them have been given some jail terms. But I'm looking at the nature of the punishments. My show is basically about the nature of punishment. I am advocating not just life imprisonment, the death penalty. See, you need to understand, say people where they do this thing, these people, they like witches. Their hearts, no, they here. They their back. These are people where don't come out hearts, then carry stone and sit in that place. So demons, devils. Why would you tread on this kind of thing? Okay, now I want to paint this picture that you imagine for one moment that one of those babies is bought by a ritualist. Say a politician who has been told, bring some babies, let's pound them. Bring some babies, let's sacrifice those babies. Oh my God, are you aware that some babies get pounded? So I don't even want to go there. So but the emphasis I want to make is this, that some of these babies, their lives are endangered. And so how can you bring children and endanger their lives? First, you have endangered the lives of their mothers. Most of them are not going to school. We need to see this very clearly. We need to see this as something that affects our society. In case those women, those young women, those young girls are rescued, do you understand the psychological trauma that they go through? You understand these things? I beg, let's look at this thing very well. If we just look at the trauma that they're going through, sometimes they can't recover. I did tell you, sometimes they don't fit recover from these things. It's not something that we just hear and then pass. It's something we need to start advocacy, just like what I'm doing now. What do I expect you to do? Let this video go viral. Let the government know that, look, this is another priority issue that we should tackle in our society. It's not only one place that has baby factory. There's so many baby factories in Nigeria. I can tell you this for free. You know, I may not know those places, but each time we hear them, we hear this one was in Ondo, that the police did a great job. The police are trying, I know. They're doing a great job. They're really, really trying to, because it's each time they bust this place that we get to hear. I know I've heard of one in my state, Akwa Ibom, you know, long time ago. These things are happening everywhere. This is, you know, the woman confessed that she sells each child. Okay, so if it's a male child for 600K, if it's a female child for 400K, you can imagine that kind of heinous trade. Oh boy, this is not just good at all. I am advocating that, look, these people should get death penalty. And if they get death penalty, I think this thing will either stop or will reduce drastically. Now tip, please, I know you're doing a great job. You're trying, but you need to double up. This thing, the society must not tolerate this thing. This is not something, oh, would they hear, okay, we don't hear them now, we don't hear them now, we don't hear. No. It must not be we don't hear them matter. It must be something that society collectively rises up and condemns this thing. And also, if you know someone who's running this business, see, this business doesn't really hide. You can't tell me that there's anything that truly hides on this earth. No, nothing hides really. See, when you hear this thing, when you hear the information, you can take a step to find out if you're within that environment. Look, we need to become security conscious. We need to become our brothers' keepers, truly. If you hear this thing, you report. You don't look the other side. Sometimes, Nigerian self, sometimes we just know they care. You know, sometimes it don't concern me. It should concern you. Sometimes this I don't care attitude where we degenerate is all about they run for your daily income. And your belly, stomach infrastructure, like my brother used to do, former governor of Ekiti State, Governor Ayo. Yeah, he was good at stomach infrastructure, great guy. So, no, but you know they run only after the stomach infrastructure. Let's begin to take notice about what's going on in our society. It's not good enough. You know, when you find a situation, another person is trading on someone's daughter, someone's child. Oh my God, this is bad. This is really, really bad. I'm telling you, it is heartbreaking to find out that there are people, predators, who are praying and praise. It's bad. I think you don't mind my grammar. Just because I just feel something. I just feel very, very, very terrible about this, the whole thing. Yes, I must commend the police. They're doing a great job. But I want to speak to the judges right now, please. Oga Judge, anytime police bring this kind matter come, prosecutors, I beg, make we review our, is it constitutional, say, or legal, you know, our criminal code. Make we include death penalty in this matter. Make we just include this matter for death penalty. It's so very important. See, we need to take very stiff measures. Why would any human being prey on any other human being? The same way we rose up and condemn slavery when Oyibo the carriers go abroad. The same way we rose up and condemn. We still condemn that threat, that obnoxious threat. We still condemn it. So why would we condone this one that is going on right now? Please, we need to collectively take action. We need to begin to develop a society where we are also joining the security agencies to be proactive. We need to shine our eyes. We see all these things. Rise up. You understand? Make we join police, give intelligence reports. Yes, the police needs this information from us. Okay? I'm telling you, this is not good. So we need to step up. Okay, society, we need to be more vigilant to report this kind of personalities to the police. And when the police have gone to the extent of busting these rings, please, judges, we need to hand over stiff penalty, that's death penalty to them. And if we need to review our criminal code to include this in the criminal in the death penalty order, you understand, category, please, let's do with this so that people will become afraid. And most times it's women. Oh, now women, they eat women. Now women, they do this kind of bad thing. Imagine a mother. And you say if you don't get pikin, some of them, they won't use their children. No, they don't use their children. You get pikin. And even if you don't have, at least your mom get back to you. Do you know what it means? How painful it is. So please, let's rise up collectively. You know, let's do this together. Let's fish out this. Let's help NAPTIP. NAPTIP, double up, please. The police are trying. You are trying. We need to step up. That's all I have come to say in this show. We need to step up. This baby factory thing must stop in Nigeria. Or at least even if we can stop this kind of criminal activity, let it be reduced to its barest minimum, barest level, you know. So please, let's do something about this collectively. Let's help the police. Let's help NAPTIP, and let's even pressure National Assembly so that this thing can be included in the death penalty category, so that our constitution, is it constitution or criminal code, can be reviewed. Oh, thank you so much. I've got to run. Thank you for being part of this show. I always appreciate your patronage because I know you watching me, without you, there can't be this show. Yes, you've been watching the Street Talk show, and it will come your way again. And for me, it is. Bye-bye.